Securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research Incorporated, the broker-dealer, member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory services through Cambridge Investment Research Advisors Incorporated, a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Clear Vista Financial are not affiliated. Discussions in this show should not be construed as specific recommendations or investment advice. Always consult with your investment professional before making important investment decisions.
So, Jesse, it's that time again. We haven't played this game in a long time. What's that segment called?
It's called Should I Do That?, where we look at financial advice from the people on the major internet sources, whether that's, Bloomberg, the Wall Street Journal.
Should I do that?
The places people are reading, and there's lots of advice out there. So we are here to discuss. We found an article called Bad Advice from Financial Advisors, which immediately grabbed our attention. So let's dive into this. The first piece of bad advice is a financial services firm in Ohio that said that their investments have little to no risk. And that is a major red flag. And
why
so,
is that so, Jesse? Because, I hear that all the time, especially from folks that come to talk to us and say they can never lose any money.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of false. Investments.
It really
All investing has risk.
Right.
Even not doing anything, Jesse, not doing anything and leaving your money in the mattress has risk.
Right.
There's no free lunch. There's no risk investment out there. I don't care what these salespeople are telling you. Every investment has risk.
Mm-hmm.
They're just not disclosing what that risk is.
Right.
So
their rebuttal to this first bad advice is obviously saying that all investing involves risks, which is what you just said. In addition, you should always mind your own personal investments of how risky they are and how they apply to you individually.
Yeah. So you have to realize that there's multiple levels of risk on everything, even not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
And any quote advisor or salesperson that tries to minimize that risk is just trying to sell you something. So be careful. Be careful.
Right.
If your advisor says anything that minimizes the inherent risk of investing, what do? Walk away.
Walk away.
Walk away. And look for other options or get a second opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And do it that way. Okay.
So you're gonna like this one, Mark. So the next one is the next piece of bad advice is shift to bond-based funds as you approach retirement.
Oh, they were writing this for me. They were writing for this for me, folks. All right. Well, let's see. You're investing for the long term, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people make this mistake. They thought, well, I have to get a whole lot more conservative because I'm retiring. Most people retire in the early 60s.
Right.
What's the average lifespan for a woman? It's like 82.
80. Yeah. Okay. I was going to say a little more, but I guess it's 82.
And I had three great aunts. Okay. 3 great aunts. They all lived to at least 102, and 2 of them lived to be 104. And the one that lived the longest, Jesse, you know what she said her secret to longevity was?
What is it?
She dipped a little snuff every day. Aunt Pearl said, I dip a little snuff every day, and that makes me live longer. Well, anyway, no one cares about that, right? And I don't recommend dipping or tobacco products. But anyway, so a lot of people say you should get more conservative when you retire, but you may have 20, 30, even longer years in retirement. So why do you...
That's a lot of time.
Yeah. And why do you get more conservative? Maybe we need to reallocate things and handle things differently. But that doesn't automatically mean that you should be more conservative. If this year's proved anything at all, that bonds are not safe 100% of the time. And so you and inflation can really eat away at bonds. Rising interest rates can really destroy bonds. We are in that environment now.
Right.
So if you're holding bonds and you think you've got a 60-40 portfolio, or worse, you've got a quote balanced portfolio, folks, you better open up your statements. You're investing for the long term, even when you're in retirement.
Right.
I think the mentality is, Jesse, that when I stop working, I should stop investing.
Some people think that.
And we're not cashing out our 401k and stuffing in our mattress. We have to stay ahead of inflation. We have to do things to generate income.
Hmm.
There's so much more. So absolutely. Is this bad advice to shift to bonds as you approach retirement? Yes, it is bad advice. Maybe it's right for you, but in most cases, you have to be very careful. Let's
So
do
you're
one more.
okay.
Let's do two more of these, Jesse, because I'd like to take a listener question.
The bad advice is choose actively managed funds. What does that exactly? What does that mean?
Well, actively managed funds have advisors that claim they're doing a lot more than ones that are passively managed.
Hmm.
They typically have higher fees and things like that. You should really choose the management style that works for you.
Right.
And let's do this last one, because this is one that people think, especially in Austin, Texas, where real estate prices have gone up.
Yes, it's that your home is an investment.
My home is an investment. No, your home is not an investment. Your home is a place you live, and you should not be part of your investment strategy. Jesse, can you go down to the 7-Eleven and cash in your home?
It's not that easy.
So it's really, your house is really kind of a liability because you owe taxes and everything else. So
yeah, you also have to live in it.
Yeah, and these are interesting questions. Just be careful about the advice that you get.